here are your championship matches at 140 pounds. Class A. It'll be Matt Vacanti of Papillion-LaVista meeting Malcolm McGruder of Creighton Prep. Class B, Alex Stewart of Lexington takes on Brody Mayberry of Aurora. Class C, Taylor Phillipps of Sargent Burwell faces Gubbels of Randolph. And in Class D, Koch of Thayer Central faces Brester of Howells. A lot to talk about in this class, but the one you got to go to first is Matt Vacanti, Papillion-LaVista, trying to become a 4-time state champion. Has lost only once in his career. That was to Nate Koch, who he eventually did beat. And Malcolm McGruder also beat Koch to get to the finals. So Malcolm, I think, has a shot here, even though he's 0-8 against Vacanti in his career.
He's 0-8 against him, but he has had a few close matches with him. Vacanti, obviously one of the most dominant wrestlers in Nebraska history. Again, 124 wins and 1 loss. But McGruder has had some close battles with him in the past. In fact, I believe Vacanti was on a pin streak. He pinned all of his opponents last year and was doing the same this year until McGruder kept it close with him at a tournament earlier in the year. McGruder's dangerous, so Vacanti's got to be careful. You know, we've seen it happen before where a wrestler was, you know, I remember Stevie Grice from Millard West a couple years ago with the shocker of a pin against Brill from Kearney going for his 4-state title. That was an exciting one to look back on.
Meanwhile, 2-0 in Class B as Brody Mayberry Aurora takes the early lead on Alex Stewart of Lexington. A couple other guys we should talk about a little bit. Koch of Thayer Central, a 3-time finalist, a defending state champion, trying to get his second title, and takes well, he hasn't gotten the points yet.
Probably get a takedown here, I would think. He's got the leg hooked. Official Tim Ferguson, Kimball waiting to award it. Now he gives it. Koch leads now 2-0 over Brester of Howells. Again, that's another one for that team race.
Meanwhile, in Class C, you have another former state champion, Gubbels, who Randolph won last year at 135 pounds, and he's unbeaten this year as a senior. Beat the number 2 ranked wrestler in the semifinals. Taylor Phillipps of Sargent Burwell, his opponent, is a 2-time medalist at state, 4th of both times, and there's no score in that match yet.
Of course, Gubbels from a huge wrestling family. His father, his uncle, his brother, his cousins, all state champions.
Wrapping up the first period in Class A, as Matt Vacanti has not been able to score yet on Malcolm McGruder. McGruder going for a throw.
Goes for a headlock. Vacanti. Oh! And McGruder's going to... Oh, no score. He almost got to the headlock. The place went nuts already. Almost gets a headlock. Doesn't get it. No score. Is Vacanti able to scramble out of it? Brody Mayberry has a cradle locked up and gets some near fall points in that Class B match. He now leads 5-0 for Aurora.
And in Class D, it's still 2-0 as we go to the second period. Koch of Thayer Central trying to be a 2-time state champion. Lost only once this year. He was sick throughout the year. That's, you know, I'm not making an excuse for him, but I know that affected him. And Brester, meanwhile, has only lost twice as a junior. He was 3rd last year at state, but Koch, a 3-time finalist, trying to be a 2-time state champion.
Malcolm McGruder of Omaha Creighton Prep. We talked earlier about Chris Oliver, our last 4-time state champion. Malcolm McGruder's cousin is Chris Oliver. McGruder's dad. There's a stall warning against McGruder. The official on that match, Phil Pasali of Omaha.
Oh, Koch is in trouble. Brester's got Koch in trouble in Class D. That would be huge for Howells and Brester.
Looks like he's going to be able to slip out of it, but he's going to give up some near fall points. And Brester locks it right back on again. No, and Koch able to counter it, but he's going to give up a 3-point near fall. Brester now leads 3-2 in that match.
Minute 24 to go in the second period in Class D. We're in the second period in Class A with a 1-0 lead now for Matt Vacanti. Papillion-LaVista trying to be a 4-time champion. It's 5-2 in Class B. 2 points awarded for Alex Stewart of Lexington, the senior, who actually had 10 losses this year, has had a great state tournament, won in overtime to get to the finals.
An impressive high crotch takedown by Matt Vacanti, countered at first by McGruder, but Vacanti just hangs on to it and finishes, and he now leads 3-0 in that match.
The unbeaten senior, Gubbels, got an escape, and now is going to try to get the takedown. He does get the takedown and trying to get back points. He now leads it 3-0, and boy, if he locks it on, look out for Taylor Phillipps of Sargent Burwell.
Beautiful fireman's carry by Gubbels. Randolph. We've got a stalemate in Class A. McGruder trails Vacanti 3-0. Again, Matt Vacanti, we keep saying it, trying to become the 13th. You want to be going for become the 13th. That's the unlucky number 13. That scared me a little bit.
Yeah, I'd take it anytime. 5-0 now in Class C. Casey Gubbels starting to build up a lead. Meanwhile, Joey Koch of Thayer Central trailing 3-2 to Chad Brester, the #1 ranked wrestler from Howells. Koch was ranked #2 coming in.
Brody Mayberry of Aurora just gets a reversal. He now leads 7-2. Both wrestlers in Class B had to win in overtime in the semifinals last night. Very balanced weight class in Class B at 140 pounds.
So they're going to enter the third period in Class A now with a 3-0 lead for Matt Vacanti of Papillion-LaVista. This crowd will erupt if he's able to get the victory, but there's an escape.
Grabby roll attempt, and Vacanti kind of bails out and just lets McGruder get the escape.
So McGruder within 2 points now in the third period. Meanwhile, in Class D, it is now a 4-2 lead for Brester of Howells, who gets the escape and leads Joey Koch of Thayer Central as they were underway in the third period.
Vacanti in again on a single. McGruder trying to counter.
Meanwhile, Casey Gubbels of Randolph in Class C is going to pick up some more points, now leading at 7-1. They're in the second period with about 12 seconds to go, and he's trying to lock up a pinning combination, but couldn't get it done. But he is dominating that match now. It's 7-2 in Class B as Brody Mayberry of Aurora with the lead. He had to win in overtime as well last night in the semifinals over the #1 ranked Kurt Moore of Gordon Rushville. So a big victory in the semifinals for Brody Mayberry, who's trying to become a state champion in Class B.
This is by far Vacanti's toughest match in Class A. He had 2 pins and a tech on his way to the finals, but McGruder giving him all he wants. 3-1. Vacanti leads now in Class A.
And in Class D, they're down a minute to go in the third period. Joey Koch has got to get a takedown if he wants to tie this match up.
Stalemate. They're going to go back to the neutral position.
As we're starting to wind down a couple of these matches. Under 30 seconds to go for Matt Vacanti, a Papillion-LaVista, trying to become a 4-time state champion.
Looks like McGruder might be looking for the headlock again that he almost hit in the end of the first period. 22 seconds to go in that match.
And there goes McGruder and trying to counter Vacanti. He tried to come right back after him. They're down to 16 seconds. Here comes Vacanti, and he'll get the takedown.
And he's going to be our 13th 4-time state champion in Nebraska. He's a University of Nebraska recruit, Matt Vacanti of Papillion-LaVista.
And now he's got him in trouble. Will he get the pin? Not quite, but he is a state champion for the 4th time.
And that'll bring the crowd to their feet, as it always does when we crown a 4-timer. Matt Vacanti, Papillion-LaVista, 125-1.
Meanwhile, Joey Koch of Thayer Central gets the 2-point takedown to tie up the match and send it in overtime. What a job by Koch, who obviously is going to be over. That match is a little bit oversaw because of Vacanti's big win, but that was a huge takedown by Koch. Meanwhile, let's check the other
things
matches.
Have gotten a lot closer in Class B. Brody Mayberry, who was up 7-2, is now only up 7-5. And Alex Stewart of Lexington might be getting near fall here with some type of a leg half.
Meanwhile,
I think that match, no.
And in class,
no, he didn't get the near fall. And your champion, Brody Mayberry of Aurora, able to hold on to a 7-5.
And Casey Gubbels is state champion in Class C for his 2nd state title. Gubbels, unbeaten senior, wins it 11-3 over Taylor Phillipps of Sargent Burwell.
And we're still in overtime. 19 seconds to go in the first overtime period. In Class D, again, huge for the team race. Joey Koch of Thayer Central against Chad Brester of Howells. Howells needs the win to close the gap on Amherst.
Down to 5 seconds to go in that first overtime period. So it'll go to the double overtime the way it looks now, and it will.
These two ranked number 1 and 2 in their class. They've never met before.
What a weight class this is. You have the 4-time state champion Vacanti. We have a 2-time state champ now in Gubbels. And Koch, a former state champion, a defending state champion.
Brester's choice in the double overtime, he takes down. Didn't get much movement off the whistle there, and now Joey Koch of Thayer Central's got the legs in. He's getting a little bit high. Brester trying to shake him off. 17 seconds to go. Now he's flattened him out. Brester's going to have a hard time getting out of this position. Stalemate called by official Tim Ferguson. 13 seconds to go. Again, Brester gets the escape, he wins. If Koch rides him out, he wins.
And Koch right now with a pretty tough ride, but they're down to 6 seconds, 5 seconds.
Oh!
Here comes Brester!
Brester's going to get the reversal. Oh, no!
Oh, what a counter by Koch!
Oh, my gosh. He was so... Oh, he's going to give the one-point escape to Brester.
Now...
No, to Koch. He gives the win to Koch. Yep. Brester was... I just saw him hold up 1 point. I thought he was awarding an escape in that last scramble, but no, Koch was able to hang on and ride out Brester to become our champion at 140 pounds in Class D.
That was quite a counter. It looked like Brester had it, but Koch did a great job of getting back behind it. And I thought, well, if he gave him an escape, he would have had to give 2 points back the other way. But I think it was a very good call.
If he gives the escape there, the match is over.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
So it's just a scramble. Good job by the official not to make the call too quickly as the action was still going on.
Boy, that was a tremendous match between those two. Chad Brester again coming in ranked #1, a junior. Koch, a senior, is a defending state champion and now a 2-time champion. So what a weight class. Let's take a look at 140 pounds. Your state champion 4 times, Matt Vacanti of Papillion-LaVista, wins 8-1 over Malcolm McGruder at Creighton Prep. Class B, it's Brody Mayberry of Aurora hanging on for a 7-5 victory over Alex Stewart of Lexington. Class C, 2-time state champion Casey Gubbels of Randolph wins it 11-3 over Taylor Phillipps of Sargent Burwell. And in Class D, Joey Koch of Thayer Central, another 2-time state champion. He wins over Chad Brester of Howells. Well, we are now halfway through our championship matches here at the Quest Center in Omaha, and we'll have more action coming up. But let's take a break and let's be back with the medal presentations right after this on NET Sports.
This program is brought to you by the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff. Soy biodiesel is a soy-based, clean-burning, renewable fuel that can be blended with petroleum diesel to reduce America's dependence on foreign oil. Soy biodiesel, making a difference for Nebraska's soybean farmers and you.
Nebraska is the only state served completely by publicly owned power. That means our success isn't determined by how well we serve stockholders, but by how well we serve fellow Nebraskans. It means Nebraskans working 24 hours a day to provide uninterrupted service and affordable electric rates to other Nebraskans. Always there when you need us. NPPD. Together with your local public power utility.
Funding for this program is provided in part by the Quest Center of Omaha, featuring Black Watch, the sounds of Scotland blended with traditional dance and costumes. Black Watch Pipes and Drums, February 19th at 3 o'clock. For ticket information, questcenteromaha.com.
You're watching NET Television, Nebraska's PBS station.
Oak Valley, look.
The Nebraska Democratic Party.
I don't look at it that way. Teaching us as part of that tornado warning.